Welcome back from that stretch break, folks. In case you're just joining us, or if you've forgotten while you were stretching, my name's Hockey Babbler. You can call me Babs for short, and I'm happy to be here hosting for Prevent-A-Thon 5 in support of Little Warriors. Coming up next, Derek GNC will be showing us some of his bucket list items for Chrono Trigger. So, Derek, take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Excited to show off the bucket list, and I am excited to be here as well. I do have a co-commentator. It's Doodleplex. Everybody. So yeah, let's get started, and I'll go ahead and describe what we're going to do as we're getting ready to do it. So time will start here in just a second. All right, we're going to start off with Isla and with Magus. It's a really good start. So timer will start in 3, 2, 1. Let's time travel. So the bucket list immediately right off the top. Here's what we got to do. We got to do 4 out of the 8 items that I am about to list. Recruit a total of 5 characters. Clear the Nizbel 2 spot. We'll talk about that later. Defeat Son of Sun. It's a boss. We'll talk about it later. Factory Ruins. It's a location. Hecarim. Another boss. Pendant Trial. Event. Ozzy's Fort. Location. And we got to recruit Frog, which is a character, which synergizes very well with our number 1 slot. So, all other go modes are turned off, and we're good to go. So, what that means is we got to clear everything on that list, 4 items, and then we're good. It's immediately going to kick us out to the to the credits, excuse me. So, we're going to start off with collecting some items called tabs. Those are going to give us immediately stat boosting right off the bat, so we're going to avoid all of our grinding, but we are going to take a couple of fights so we do get some levels. All of that being said, that was a lot to talk about. So we have a good combination of beating up bosses, beating up locations, and doing key item checks. Yes, it is kitty cat time. I'm excited. Doodle, are you excited? Is your kitty ready?
Very much so.
All right. Mine
just walked in front of the screen.
Mine ran off somewhere. I don't know where she's at right now. So we are going to get a couple levels right off the bat. This is going to help us in our encounters. And then we're going to get a shelter that's going to help us out a little bit later. So we're going to go set up some checks, and we're going to go prime those so they're ready. Then we're going to go do our world tour, and we're going to end with petting the cat. All right, I know we have some kitty pets that we've got to do. So before we get the first ones done, be sure to go donate, ! Donate, and make sure to set that incentive. And I believe there's a bid war going on, is there not?
There absolutely is. There is a bid war running right now to select the played character or the playable character in Dicey Dungeons itself is going to be running later today. So make sure to either donate towards that bid war or towards the Pet the Cat incentive when you make your donations at ! Donate.
There you go. I'll love to see it happen. Dicey Dungeons, I think I've seen that in a different marathon, and I am excited for it. It's always a good time. We're going to clear out these, the Lamias, the Nagas, here at the Cathedral. And we're also going to pick up another character. And we're going to start learning our first tech for Isla. First healing magic. And who are we going to pick up? We're going to pick up our healer, Marl. One of the best healers in the game. Wielder of the crossbow, Princess of Guardia. It's in fact Marl. And then we're going to play a little bit of music so we can open up a door, and then we're going to get out. We're going to go see about a bridge. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. No, recognizing a few names, including my lovely friend and editor of a video of this. So appreciate all the support out here today. Make sure to go check out the donation page and the schedule, see what all's coming out that you might be interested in. As we're going to talk to this guy about rations, and then we're going to we'll go deal with that. Rations haven't arrived yet. Hold tight. We're going to go talk to some people about some things, and we'll do it later. We're going to go visit Fiona and say, hey, heard you got a giant quicksand, which I feel like in the 90s was definitely a thing. I don't know if any other 90s kids can attest. Feel like quicksand was made out to be way more prevalent than it actually is. But this game, it proved us right. It's there.
It's like I'm thinking, I can't think of too many other games that had quicksand, honestly.
Pitfall, the Mayan
Dragon
Adventure.
Quest? Okay.
Dragon Quest I could see. Ruby Knight for 9900. What was your question?
I was going to say, wasn't there also quicksand in Castlevania? I could be misremembering that.
Maybe. For, as much as yes, there was. There was in some of the, one of the later areas of Chaos in Aria of Sorrow. We forgot to pick
There
up
we
10.
go.
There we go. So, Doodle, have you ever played this game or had any interaction with the Chrono series as a whole?
Yeah, I played it a little bit, but it was a long time ago, so I don't remember everything. I do know you're not supposed to start with those two characters, though.
Oh, no, or the Time Machine at all, either.
No, I'm like, wait a minute, flying ship. Wait, no, too early.
There's actually a setting that I'm not playing today that you actually have to find the wings for it so you can actually fly around. Seeing some Super Mario and Super Metroid, can agree. We're going to talk to this guy and he's going to say, hey, bring me some more soda. And the guy at the counter's going to say, hey, you've had enough sugar for the day. Which I can agree with. On occasion, I know we're all doing marathon stuff, but water, it is needed. Drink it. We cannot subsist on energy drinks alone. And then he's going to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to go do my job, so why don't you go talk to my lovely wife, who's just going to say, you know what? Take my husband's tools and please just get out. And we got the gate key, which is really good. That's going to give us an opportunity to go to a different time era and to be able to go do some other checks. So while we fight these guys in the market who do not want to serve us, because we are not monsters, do we have anything? Would the host like to read something?
Absolutely. We did get an anonymous donation of $10. There was no comment on that, but that did go towards petting the cat. Just as a reminder to those who may just be joining us, every $10 donated to Little Warriors, ! Donate, that is put towards that pet the cat incentive, does make Derek have to pet the cat in the game. And it may seem a little weird to have cat people petting cats, but cats love cats sometimes. Sure. It all depends on the cat.
We'll vouch.
So yeah, definitely get in your donations for Two Little Warriors, and remember that all of your donations are going towards their incredibly important work that is focused on the awareness, prevention, and treatment of child sexual abuse. So a very important cause, and your donations all go towards that.
Love to see it happen. Alara starting fights saying Chrono Cross is better than Chrono Trigger. Ooh.
I haven't played.
I don't know that I agree.
But I will say no. Because there's no Akira Toriyama artwork in that one.
Okay.
Derek, you just went through a time gate, and I've got another message coming in through time.
Okay.
I have a $10 donation from Derek GNC. Hey, Prevent-A-Thon, this is Derek from the past, hoping your run goes well. It's about an hour before the run as I write this, so good luck and let's pet some kitties.
Hey, I remember writing that. I was so excited when I was like, yes, I've come up with a time travel bit. Then we actually did travel to prehistory. So we got to go see some dinosaurs for a minute.
A brief second.
Real brief. But I hear rumors we're petting kitties. How many kitty pets are we up to now?
Absolutely. Right now we are up to 9 cat pets, but that could be more later.
All right, let's count off 9 right now. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. We have pet the kitty 9 times, the Mew included. That Mew it's absolutely so adorable. And I would like to let you know, I have a tracker open, because every randomizer should have a tracker. Fight me on that one. On there is legitimately a cat icon that tells me I have indeed pet the cat. So we're going to do the other favorite thing. We're going to talk about magic. So we're going to talk to Speckio and we're telling him he looks a little weak. He's a frog, and he's going to turn around and go, hey, if you're strong, I look strong. If you're weak, I look weak. Which is ultimately just the worst burn we've gotten so far today. But we're going to find out that one of our characters, born before magic, the other one, really good at magic, and the other one gets to do ice magic, so we get to walk around the room while thinking of the word magic. So help me out, chat. Leave your magic, your sparkles, your pet emotes in chat, or just spam magic. See if we can find if we have a spam filter.
You know, I'd have thought not just spamming chat about their cats. Why not tell us about their cats and donations?
Agreed.
Absolutely. Not just cats, but any kind of fuzzy or scaly or fun friend that you would want to pet.
Agreed.
We're bipedal here. All pets are welcome.
Yes.
Agreed. I love during all of my speedruns, whenever I do them, we end up talking about pets quite a bit. So there's always like certain sections that I'm always like, oh man, like here's this icon. It makes me think of a pet, and then it always goes off onto a tangent about pets. And I love that the cat is in this game, and we get to go pet the cat. I pet it every time that I run this game, because you can't not. Every time it's like, just gotta pet the cat. It feels good to pet the cat, hear the little mew, watch it jump up. In the vanilla game, believe it or not, there are multiple cats. And you can get cat food, and they can eventually have just an army of cats in the house.
I need to go back and finish playing because I need to see cats.
Exactly. There's another cat, which one day, if I ever get another cat right now, we already have one, not looking to get another one at the moment. There's a cat named Alphador, which is a great name for a cat, all right? Arguably, it is a perfect name for a cat. And we beat up Speckio, so we got a magic tab. I didn't really want to take that fight, but I was too busy with the gift of gab and was just mashing through. There is an ending that involves it as well, and if we're lucky, there is a check that might involve a cat as well. So I think that we could probably do that. As I keep telling it, I want to get off the epoch. By the way, in the randomizer settings, you can absolutely name the time machine. You can name it whatever you want, really. Yes, put your favorite cat names or your favorite pet names in the donations.
As we're traveling through time again, I got another message if it's a good time.
Absolutely.
I have another $10 donation here from Derek GNC, and it says, hey, it's Derek from the future. Great run. Starting with Ayla is always a fun start. Anyway, thanks to all the staff who made this possible. Let's raise some money.
Well, then, I did start with Ayla, so I mean, future me can't be wrong, and so it is gonna be a great run. Love it.
It's a run with cats. It's going to be great.
Exactly. So right now we're going through our first location. Typically this is the first place I generally start to check. We're going to start checking chests, and we're going to start getting through and getting another character eventually. This is our first, what do you call a dungeon? So we're going to fight off some snakes, and then we're going to fight off some other creatures. Gargoyles. Gotta have a cathedral and some gargoyles. But also, let's take in this amazing music, all right? I have sometimes turned on this music and just studied to it, did work to it. It's such a jam. All right, so you'll see that we are giving all the tabs now. What we are doing is we're giving speed tabs, magic tabs, and our power tabs. So one of the things for the flag sets that I set is it's called +9. All of those tabs are going to give me 9 points in those stats. So I'm giving a power tab to my most physically capable fighter, Isla. Isla, however you want to pronounce it. And so that's going to make her hit like a truck. We're going to start doing 100, 200 damage about now. There we go, 376 right now. That's going to give us a lot of power and going to make it so we don't have to take every fight. We're going to run from all of them eventually. So it's definitely going to be helping us out, and it cuts out the grind and is really, really easy to just get started. This is a really good beginner flag set that if you've never played Randomized Chrono, you can go, hey, you know what? I'm going to play this and I'm going to have tabs set to 9, which is the highest they can go. And I'm just going to have some fun. We're here for it. Slide down the stairs. That always looked fun. I feel like there were a lot of movies growing up that had like sliding down the stairs, and I always wanted stairs just to do that. I don't know if that was anybody else, but I absolutely wanted that.
Now, which dungeon is this?
This is the back of the cathedral. So when we fought the snakes and then we played the piano, we actually opened up the back door to the cathedral, and turns out, whoops, there's an entire dungeon back here filled with monsters. And so we're fighting through it. Because originally in vanilla game, this is where you'd find out where the princess was kidnapped. And so we're coming to rescue her. So we're gonna go back there and we're gonna find a boss. Maybe it'll be a good boss, maybe it'll be a bad boss, we'll find out. And then we're gonna go back to the castle and we're gonna go, oh, that's awesome. And then we're gonna get our 4th character. So that'll be excellent. Is Truck Isla the cousin of Cat Bus? Probably. I'd agree. So yeah, in the party we have prehistory Isla, who is the powerhouse cave woman. Love her. We've got the magic user Magus, and then we've got the princess healer, Marl. So we've got a nice party. Will be a really good one to carry us through the game. We're gonna avoid all these fights.
So chat, I noticed Derek says Marl. I know that some people have very strong opinions about how her name is pronounced, whether it's Marl or Marley. So if you've got opinions, you should donate and let us know.
I'm not sure what's blowing my mind now. These different pronunciations, or starting with all these different things that you don't start with.
Oh, what was the other one I said? Reviving. That one just to get people going.
Oh, I love putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Absolutely. It's like Archipelago. That was so quick, too.
Crying so hard.
I think I don't remember what group I was with. I was doing something, and we all made a conscious effort to pronounce Archipelago differently every time.
No.
So this boss, Nizbel, Nizbel 2, Nizbel the second, excuse me, normally you can't really do a ton of damage to him. You need electricity or magic. Well, Marl has ice magic, so everybody else is just gonna take their mandated governmental break, and they're gonna stand and watch Marl do the work. And they're gonna on occasion throw out encouragement like, you got this, and heal her. But we're just gonna watch her cast magic at a dinosaur, an absolutely shredded dinosaur. And then we'll keep going. And this dinosaur will flex on us. If we let him, he will absolutely flex on us, and it's great. But he's not gonna get the chance, for we have defeated the boss. So earlier it said, you might have noticed in the objective list, it said, complete the Nizbel 2 spot. we just defeat Nizbel 2. Some might be led to believe, hey, that means you completed an objective. No, Nizbel 2 is here, but this is not Nizbel's spot. Nizbel's spot is later on. Statistically, we're not going to see that one. It is far too deep in the dungeon for us to want to go there. If we are there, we're probably being asked, hey, can you wrap this up? We're overestimate by about 20 minutes if we get to that point. But that's not going to happen today because we're not going to go overestimate. Simple as that. We're going to go upstairs and we're going to go find our next character. Who's it going to be? We only have 4 choices: Chrono, Luca, Frog, or Robo. And it's going to be Chrono. Chrono is one of my favorites. Definitely not inspired by Goku.
No, of course not.
Absolutely not. For those who don't know, Akira Toriyama did the artwork for this game. Of Sandland, of Dragon Ball Z fame, Akira Toriyama did this game. And this art style just speaks to me.
Also, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest.
Yes.
Blue Dragon.
Oh, okay. Bringing up Blue Dragon, deep cut right there. Yeah, absolutely. Blue Dragon's unfortunately the one I've played the least. But Dragon Warrior, that's a great one. Okay, so we've cleared the back of the cathedral. We've got 4 characters. We need a total of 5. You can, when you set up this game and you're doing randomized, you're like, hey, I want to do this. You can absolutely set up and say, I want these objectives. I only ever set one objective that I know what it will be every time. And that is to recruit 5 characters, or a total of 5 characters. Because that gives me the most travel out of the game. I know that I will have to do either 2 time zones potentially, or get 2 key item checks so I can get 1 character check. Because 1 character is locked behind 2 key items, and each other one is locked behind 1. The Grand Leone, all right, the ultimate weapon for Frog, which we don't have. But we're gonna go find out what's going on the bridge. Which this bridge section, I'll give you some spoilers. We're just gonna attack the guy who's named as Ozzy, and then we're gonna face off against the boss. So while we do that, if the host would love to read anything, go for it. You have some time.
Absolutely. We got a $10 donation in from Phoenix Captain who says, pet that cat.
There we go.
So when you have a chance, obviously, you've got one more cat pet to go for.
Absolutely. When we clear the bridge, we'll go do petting the cat. So get those donations in for petting that cat.
Absolutely, chat. If you want to get in on that cat petting action, make sure to donate. Type in !donate in chat to get the information on how to do so. Scroll down to the bottom, click on add incentive, and click on pet the cat. So make sure to add those incentives in, and tell us about your fuzzy friends or your animal companions, whether they be feathered or furry or scaly. I'd love to hear about your animals and tell the entire internet about them.
Can you tell us a little bit about the money magic that happens because of Canadian to USD?
Absolutely. So if you are curious about the exchange rate, you may know that there is a little bit of a difference between Canadian dollars and US dollars. If you live in a different country, your donations will automatically be converted for you. So if you want to see a recent rate of exchange for US dollars and British pounds, you can type in !rate, R-A-T-E, in chat right now, and you can learn a little bit more about the exchange rate. So your dollar may be going farther because we are working in Canadian dollars here.
There you go. I love the money magic, honestly. I could love to explain it one day, but it's like, no, it's money magic. Money goes farther on occasion.
Sometimes the money is speedrunning too.
Right, that's true. Ooh, looks like we've got the Mud Imp at the bridge today. But that means, because it's the way it is, we actually lost a third of the fight. So originally, you might have seen for a brief moment there was Red Beast, Mud Imp, Blue Beast. Because of the way the screen scrolls, we just scrolled the Blue Beast out of existence. We just said, but what if we move the Blue Beast over there? And we decided not to do it. Which I'm here for.
I guess you could say that beast blew this fight off.
Ooh, we could.
I love it, but also.
I love that reference. We need to probably heal Chrono at some point. Might be a good idea. If not, that's perfectly fine. Chrono's probably gonna stand here for a minute. Actually, no, just kidding. We're doing damage now. And we're actually gonna use the person who's really good with magic. We're gonna tell them, hey, why don't you do magic? And it's gonna do a lot more than 20. Pardon. I'll say leading up to this event, Tuesday, I woke up and I was like, oh no, I think I might be coming down with something. And I have no, I was like, this is not, you know that day, like, as you're growing up, you're like, I can't get sick, it's picture day. That was me. I'm like, I can't get sick, I've got Prevent-A-Thon. So it's definitely, I was actually like, following instructions, taking medication, doing all the things that you should do when you're sick. And believe it or not, taking care of yourself and hydrating, I feel much better today.
Water, rest, yeah.
Exactly.
Good things.
Speaking of rest, we're going to be at the inn resting, so be sure to go check out donation page, check out the schedule, hydrate.
I've also heard petting a cat is actually very therapeutic and very healthy for you.
Yes, it is. We have one in the bank right now, correct?
That is correct, unless someone wants to donate right now and get some more in there.
Get the quick petting the cat out of the way. I like it. Love to see it happen. And here it is. Number 10.
That little mew breaks my little heart every time.
It's such a cute, if it weren't so quiet, I'd have it somewhere set up as a text alert or something, but it's so quiet, I'd never hear it. Which, I mean, arguably, my phone is always on vibrate anyway. I would never hear it regardless.
Mood.
This is very true.
The only time I ever have my phone on ring is like when I have family that is traveling. I'm like, I actually probably might want to be able to keep up with them on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Doing our obligatory checking of the inventory. That Mew is so cute. More games need that. Although, granted, I will say a lot of games in the current era are starting to get the petting the dog, which is great. And we get a small, bark noise, which I love. I love it for dog people. I just want more cats.
I would like more variety in my animal petting. I love cats. I am a cat owner myself, but I believe, why don't we pet more animals like crows or raccoons?
That's fair.
Or rabbits.
Or rabbits.
Yes. I know of at least one person in chat who'd be excited about the idea of petting rabbits. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like interacting with crows and ravens is actually kind of a big deal. I feel like it's one of those things where it's actually it's generally not a good idea, or some sort of weird regulation about that.
I think crows are incredibly smart to the point where they can actually be trained to do things. That's why they don't want to encourage that.
Yeah, you don't want to domesticate them too much. However, in Hades 2, you can pet the crow companion that you can get, which I do love doing.
Well, this is just incentive for me to play Hades 2.
There you go.
And not to talk about other games during Chrono Trigger when we were, focused on petting the cat. But
Oh, absolutely. I'm here for me, like 90s games especially. By the way, game is 30 years old, by the way.
Oh my gosh, I just felt myself turn into dust and die.
Crumbling here too.
It absolutely makes me think of like all of those old games and sitting down in front of the CRT and just getting to enjoy these games without a care in the world. I love that. I love getting to sit down and go, I played this as a kid. And then I get to show like my kid, me doing events like this that are safe to watch for my kid. Like, I love the fact that I can show my 9-year-old Prevent-A-Thon and feel great and say, no, that's fine. I have no concern about what's going on. It's a safe way for her to watch a speed run and go, wait a minute, my dad is there. Like, she loves getting to know, like, oh, my dad is on this show and this is really cool. Like, that to her might as well be a rock star at this point. And it's so cool getting to show these games to like my kiddo and know that my dad showed this game to me. I don't know. It's amazing and I love it, which is one of the reasons why I pretty consistently do retro 90s speedruns. So I'm here for it. And then,
nostalgia feels good.
Exactly. And then she gets bored and is like, I'm gonna go play Fortnite. And I'm like, you know what? Fair. That was my response at your age too.
I think I'm doing it wrong. At my age, at that age, I'm like, hey, Dad, I'm playing the next level. Play the next level.
There you go. We defeated Hecarim. We've completed Hecarim's cave. Let's see what item that Tabin is gonna give us. He's the best. I will take no other arguments. He is arguably one of the best dads in 90s retro video gaming, because he actually works alongside of his daughter Luca, who we don't have in the party yet, and it helps make her creations come to life. So he's actually the one who's helping make all of the inventions, like invents a warp gate, invents a lot of things, and he's like, no, I support you. I'm going to help you. Not you're helping me. It's I'm here to help you. What do you need? And makes gear for her throughout the game. And I think that that's amazing. I love it. Best video game dad.
That just reminded me of something. I think there's an Easter egg in here. I don't know how you get it, but supposedly the team that made Chrono Trigger put like the secret scene where they basically have characters of themselves talking to like their kids or their family, and like Akira Toriyama's in there saying, look at this cool game I made, guys. It's super cute.
There is a dev ending. I forget specifically how to trigger it, but there is one where they put their unique sprites in the game, not used anywhere else. And it's such a cool idea.
Aw, that's so cute. I love that. I didn't know that.
23 endings to the original SNES game.
Wait, what?
There's a ton of endings, because you can go beat the game like a myriad of places along the timeline, as it were. Like, oh, after you beat this boss, but before you beat this one, otherwise you get a different ending. Like, it is a very specific, like, hey, you have to have this, you have to have done this, go beat the boss this way. It's really cool. But it's a lot when, like, you're sitting around talking about it with other people, and they're like, I got this ending. You're like, I didn't get that ending. How did you get that ending? It's really cool. I love that. And again, SNES game. Like,
amazingly ahead of its time.
Yeah. And it's one of the things that I love about this game. This game was like the formation for me for like science fiction love. Was it introduces you to the grandfather paradox of like, oh, Marl's great-great-grandmother was kidnapped, and then we have to go save her, or else Marl is no longer going to be in our party because, well, Marl has never existed. And it's like one of those, 9 years old, my brain went, oh my gosh, time travel is so cool. And like, you know, 33-year-old me is like, right? Because time travel's never not cool. Mm-hmm. So now we're taking on dinosaurs. We're literally fighting dinosaurs. We decided we're gonna go to their lair. We're gonna go hang out with them for a little while. We're gonna go see what key items they have. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to go take their key items, see what they got going on.
Is there any in particular we're looking for, or?
Yeah, actually, we are looking for the pendant. The pendant will get us to the future. So your convoluted means we'll get the pendant, then we'll go up to the castle, and they'll be like, "Hey, wait a minute! You stole that pendant. It's time for you to face judgment." And
The trial.
Yeah, the trial. Doesn't matter how well we do.
Music. Music, though.
Unfortunately, we don't get to hear all the trial music. We get to escape prison though, so I'm here for it. The prison escape sequence is pretty cut short, but we will make a slight detour because every marathon that I've run this in, I like to go rescue a character called Fitz. All right, one of the people who's pretty big in the Chrono randomizing scene is the person One Free Fitz. So we always go and free Fitz in the prison. I'm sure that name is absolutely not a reference. Perish the thought. We actually do have more magic we can do. So this boss, Mega Mutant, is immune to all physical attacks. So you can guess how useful my physical attacker Isla is. If you said not at all, you're wrong, because we got to give ethers and magic and healing and stuff. So, got something to do, just attacking's not it. Because otherwise, we will have low MP and our HP is going to be running out as well. Also, great music. Perfect music to like turn up and just do some. I've done some work to this, like doing some coding work, and it's like, man, this coding feels like it's a boss, and then you're like, oh, that would be why I'm listening to the boss music. That's why I'm in the fight or flight mood.
That's a mood. I think I usually just do artwork to various soundtracks, including Chrono Trigger.
There you go. That's a good one to do. I do that, Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, Earthbound. Gotta love the 90s RPGs and how they made everything work. It's perfect.
Well, yeah, they only had one time at it. There was no DLC.
Exactly.
The composer didn't have to go that hard, but they did.
And we thank them. Exactly. I'm in an econ round, so I'm going to heal everybody, because everybody's getting a little low. So I'm going to dual tech, full heal everybody. We call that the econ round. And then we're going to go ahead and get rid of the poison effect off of Marl, because that's not great. And we're just going to keep attacking that Mega Mutant. If you have anything you'd like to read while we do this, absolutely go for it. Jump in.
Absolutely. Just one of the things that I really want to remind people of is some of the work that Little Warriors is doing. And remember, all of your donations are going towards Little Warriors. One of their programs is the Little Warriors Be Brave Ranch program, which offers a 1-year combined on-site and outpatient program designed with significant input from many leading academic and clinical experts who specialize in child sexual abuse and trauma to create a specialized, intensive, trauma-informed, evidence-based treatment center focused on helping children, teens, and families who have been impacted by child sexual abuse trauma. So that incredibly important program you are helping to support right now, chat. Whether you're making donations, sharing the channel with others, sharing our social media posts, we appreciate it. Get the word out there, get those donations in, !donate. We appreciate it so much.
Do it. Go donate. This boss fight is going to be interesting. So we completed the hard part. Now we got to do the tedious part. And we got to just take this boss out one person at a time because Chrono no longer has magic. So now we just kind of get to stand around going, all right, you got this, Marl. As we take it down slowly, but surely. But surely it's a good item, right? Surely, surely it is.
Is it called Shirley?
Otherwise, it would be disappointment.
Maybe you should build a shrine to it. Call it the Shirley Temple.
Oof. Okay, that one might be the worst pun we've had today. But I love it. I'm here for it.
I mean, I love a good Shirley Temple.
It's good. Yeah. All right. 3 more rices. One of the flag sets that I have on that is not as prevalent as the others is I always have sight scope on, which lets me go ahead and see all of the boss's HP, enemies' HP, so I never have to go, how much health do they have? How much for longer till the game, till this boss is over? Have it on, you can just take a look at it. And we can know, roughly 1.1. And then that should get us out. So let's see, we're hoping for a pendant. A pendant would be dope. Let's pick Marl back up. Yes, send in the puns.
Allow me to inflict pain on our runner and commentator and on you, chat, by sharing your puns. Exclamation mark.
100%.
100%?
No, we're hoping not to go for 100% today. The other day I did have to do seed till almost 100%. Yeah, well, it's not in defense. We got the pendant. Okay, we're looking good. We are looking great. The pendant has unlocked the future for us. So we're gonna stop off. We're gonna heal. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but are you hungry?
We are gonna talk to that. Yes, we are gonna do it. So we have to go to the present, and we are going to go talk to the guard, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, submit yourself to the trial," and we're like, "All right, sure, you got us." Before we do that, any kitty pets that we have to go do?
At the moment, no, but chat, you could change that at any point. Every $10 you donate towards that Pet the Cat incentive, we'll put another pet on the counter for Derek. So let's make that happen. Pet that kitty. Get the cute little mews.
Do it. I think my record, is 15, and we're only 10 away, or excuse me, we're only 5 away from that. I think we could break the record for how many kitty pets we get in this game.
Oh, absolutely. Chat, you can do that. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
We love to see it happen. And then, so we're going to break out of prison too. We're going to be like, prison's not for us.
Prison's slow.
Exactly. This incentive sounds amusing. Exactly. It is. That's what, that's what we need, is we need the mew sound more often. All right. And we're going to be like, hey, Let me out. I always save in the second slot just in case the boss fight is just not really what we're looking for. We can revert the save and be like, all right, never mind. We're good. We're not going to be here. Just kidding. But the prison section does not take too long, all things considered. So we're going to clear out. We're going to do, so what's going to happen is one of our objectives was clear the pendant trial. So that is going to meet that objective. So we'll only have 3 left after that. Now, that being said, if the pendant trial boss, which is normally Dragon Tank, is Hecarim or Son of Suns, we will actually get 2 objectives complete at one time. Because we will complete.
That's perfect.
Oh, it's amazing. Which is really fun. Like when you're like, all right, I've got a couple more objectives left, and then we'll call it a day. And then you finish a boss fight, and it's like, this complete, you win. And you're like, or we'll just be done now, I guess. And it's such a cool, especially when you're not really sure like who the boss is gonna be. It just feels great. We are going to take a little side detour, and we are going to Free Fits. There he is. Be like, hey, we're gonna help him out. He's never in any danger. He's saved. That's it. He was never in any actual danger. And we're gonna open up the back and get our treasure chest here. There's our Lumen Robe. And a Hurricane Weapon, which is really good for Magus. And we knock out this guard, and we get ourselves a mid-tonic.
You can fight that guard, or you can always knock him out.
You can do both. You can knock him out. Every guard like that, you can knock out and get mid-tonic. I was trying for the other 2 bosses, or other 2 guys. They didn't cooperate. And you can always skip those shields as well.
Maybe they were just trying to give you more time to get more cat pets.
Exactly. Here's the thing about this randomized run. You never know when it's going to be done, so it's not I'll donate later for the cats. Donate now.
No, donate right meow.
Oh, okay. You know what? That one wins. I like that one. I feel I should just figure out how to hand you off the controller. You got this. You're good. You should be doing this run.
I don't know. That pun gives me pause.
Ooh. I like it. Need to go back and read all of our documentation.
Perfection.
I need to go back and look at all of our documentation to see if there's a exit clause. I thought way too long for that one. That one's bad. I was sitting there going, how can I work clause into a sentence?
You had a fervent desire to make a pun.
Oh, that was good. It's good. Okay. So remember how I talked about, if that's Hecarim, we'll complete 2 objectives at once. Anybody remember that? Okay, actually, imagine that voice to pat the dog emote. That's a perfect look to it. We're doing that right now. We're doing 2 objectives in one. So we're just gonna do some magic attacks to it. We're gonna put haste on Isla. And then all we gotta do is survive Hecarim, which that can be tougher than you might think. That is the perfect, like, don't make me go to the other room and unplug. I love that. Unfortunately, our Volt Tackle was not as useful as we'd honestly hope. But that's okay. 2,700. Morrow, once again, carrying the magic tabs is absolutely going to be carrying the team for magic damage. You'll see the big difference of 100 versus 300. We're doing about 400 per round, which is great for a 3,100 boss. Now, when he does this, we just have to kind of stand here and go, all right, we don't want you to counterattack us, otherwise you'll destroy our party. So we just kind of get to stand around, look good, cast some ice, and get ready for our next turn. And Isla's just going to prep up and make sure that she's ready to dish out heals and anything like that. 17:25 left. I have faith in us. Looks like Peachy has some faith in us. I would say lend us your energy Spirit Bomb style, but that might be a little bit too close to Dragon Ball. It's really interesting seeing like the crossover and like art and character design and going, oh, that character is totally Goku, or that character is totally Piccolo.
I guess it's Vegeta.
Yeah. I don't think that is a Vegeta coded character. Piccolo, yes. Goku, yes. But Vegeta, no.
I've heard it said that Toriyama-san can only draw 6 characters, but he draws those 6 characters really well.
I can agree with that one. No, yeah, absolutely, I'll agree with that one.
Maybe Isla could be Launch from Dragon Ball. Blonde hair.
Okay.
His personality.
Oh, okay. That's a really deep cut to the Dragon Ball history. Launch. Oh, I don't think anybody's thought of that character in a while. Because has Launch made an appearance in Super yet?
No, she was pretty much just an early Dragon Ball, maybe a little bit in Dragon Ball Z, and then she just fell off. She really, I mean, her role was done, so there wasn't any more reason to put her in the story.
That's, you know what? Fair. I'll take it. I will absolutely take getting a character, having met their need, and going, you know, we're not going to overextend their welcome. I don't remember if they call. Okay, there we go. After a little bit, they get stuck in the animation, saying that they are going to counterattack, but they're not actually in the counterattack stance. But their animation goes, all right, I'm gonna glitch out now. But that's okay. We just beat Hecarim. So that means we have objective complete, pendant trial, objective complete, defeat Hecarim. And then so Hecarim's gonna create a hole in the bridge. And then we're just gonna walk across the bridge. All right, let's see. We can go out to the future. We're gonna go see our favorite line.
Although, now that we're out of prison, we do have some more cat pets that we got in.
Yes. Let's pet that cat.
Absolutely. You have 2 more cat pets queued up, and let me know when you've got a little time for me to give you some messages from those donors.
Read away.
Oh, absolutely. Now, both of these donations come from a rather furry source. We've got a $10 donation from the cat that says, "Meow, y'all doing? I'm here with some advice. Sit up straight. Remember good posture. With the right catitude, anything is possible. Now let's turn up the music and get this potty started."
Love it.
Brilliant.
Chrono's cat also donates $10 and says, "Meow, meow, pet me."
All right. That's 11 and 12. We want to heal there too. Let's go ahead and get a full heal as well. We can run upstairs, check out the bed, and it's gonna be like, we'll take a nap. And then we're done. We've cleared up the house, so we can go to the future. Now, there are a couple things I could do. I can recruit all my characters. Okay, here's me being completely transparent. We can be done in 10 minutes, or we can take a little bit of extra time. How are we looking schedule-wise? Do we need to get ahead of schedule, or how are we looking?
Let me just consult the Oracle here.
So we can take the long route.
Oracle of Time?
I prefer the Sage of Time.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that's what they were called. I thought it was the Oracle.
Yeah, close enough. We're good.
Details.
We're gonna go talk to him. We're gonna go get magic for Chrono. I think Chrono has magic, but we're gonna talk to Specchio anyway and be like, hey, you wanna give Chrono some lightning magic? And we're not gonna fight him this time. And he's gonna give us lightning magic, which is cool. We like lightning magic. We are not gonna try it out though.
So now that you're all magical, I just want to update you. We are smooth and on time, which means your estimate is good. So okay. You can go a little longer.
Okay, just checking because at this point I know I have exactly how we can end it. So we can kind of take the long route through and go do some other things. We're gonna go see my favorite statue then.
I'm certainly not going to complain about hearing more of this soundtrack.
Right? We're gonna go hang out in the future for a little. Oh, you know what? No, we're gonna go do something that I very rarely get to do, and it's a cool thing to go show off. Let's go to the prehistory. It's such a cool little thing, and I love showing it off. We can go up here to this little island over here, and we're gonna place down the moonstone, right? And it's gonna be like, oh, hey, it needs to absorb the light of the sun. Okay, well, you think, all right, most games would be like, come back later. Oh, we're gonna come back later. We're just gonna travel the long way, the short way. But you'll note something. I was right over the island. The island has shifted. Continental drift is in this game.
I've seen this once before.
And now we get the Sunstone, which gives us nothing, but it's a really cool thing to show off. I don't get to show it off too often because by the time you get Sunstone and Moonstone, or you get the Moonstone past and the prehistory, you know, you're kind of like already in the, I know what I need to do to finish. Oh, I lied. I said we were going to go do something. And then we didn't. I can't believe it. We've almost forgotten our favorite line. This is the line. This is the
Ozzy's in a pickle?
Ozzy, well, we can do Ozzy's in a pickle. Do we want to do Ozzy's in a pickle then? Because
love that line. It's just so funny.
Let's do it. Let's do say the line, Bart. MP and HP restored. But you're still hungry.
Yeah.
Same.
Story of my cat.
Same. Exactly the same. So we've done that line. Let's go do Ozzy's in a pickle. We got that one. The fun check. Again, one of those ones you don't get to do too often. Technically, it is an objective, so we'd actually be doing something meaningful and well worthwhile. And it's a boss gauntlet. So I'm
not gonna lie, I saw that and I'm like, he's gonna be in a pickle.
All right, let's do it. Let's save. Let's go to Ozzy's fort. Now, for those who don't know, there's characters that show up here. Ozzy, Flea, and Slash. Yes, they are a reference to the metal bands of the 70s. And I love it. I will take no criticism of that.
I just realized that. Wow.
Oh, good. The DPS race is here. So Rust Tyranno is this boss. Rust Tyranno is a boss that has no meaningful attacks for 5 turns. So all we have to do is just DPS rush it down. And that's it. It's gonna literally give us a countdown clock going, you have this long, and we have to deal damage fast enough. Which I've never had a problem with that. They were named after condiments. Honestly, that tracks for Akira Toriyama. I'm gonna be real. Every Dragon Ball character is named after vegetables or clothing. So honestly, that tracks. The fact that more bosses aren't named after weird things kind of feels like maybe someone was like, hey, let's rein it in a couple notches. 3 bosses, that's all you get. You'll note we're doing 1,300 damage per round. So 3 more rounds, roughly, give or take some hundreds, tens, and ones. We are gonna go ahead and do ice on with Marl, because again, Rust Tyranno has no meaningful attacks for several turns, so all-out rushing is not a bad plan. So the first couple turns I put haste on Isla and Chrono so they can attack more frequently. So those 5 turns that Rust Tyranno is talking, we've actually taken like 6 turns already, but it's only counted 2 turns because we've maxed out our speed with our speed tabs as well. And there we go. Rust Tyranno is down.
Nice.
And we're going to get to say the other line. Okay, the Rust Tyranno is going to run up the stairs. I love that most of its body is background element, not actually the sprite. I love this dungeon. This dungeon is honestly one of my favorites. And away we go. They just slide right off. And I love that music slow down. It's perfect. Say the line.
He's in a pickle.
Love it. It's such a good line.
It's almost as good as Kronk. Wrong lever.
Throw the lever, Kronk.
Why do we even have that lever?
That was really good.
That was good.
And here is the Piccolo character.
Oh, yeah.
More haste. And then probably an ether or something.
I had never really connected this character with Piccolo before, but you're so right.
I like this character. Honestly, for me, growing up, like, Chrono Trigger was the game that I, like, thought about so much growing up. Like, I loved Frog's theme. I don't know if anybody, like, remembers immediately Frog's theme off the top of your head. Like, does anybody remember? This is probably a absolute niche product. Does anybody remember, like, those they call, like, yak backs? Where you could, like, record a piece of audio and then you could hit play button and it would play that audio back. For those who remember that, it's time to take your vitamins. You need it. But I remember...
I was about to say.
I remember, having Frog's theme set on that yak back. Where I was like, it would just play one section of it, but I'd always have that playing. It's such a good, like, triumphant theme that it feels so powerful. And I love it. I'm also... Okay, there we go. It's like, ooh, I might be in a pickle now. I might still be in a pickle. To be arguably... Arguably, I might be in a pickle here. Magus reminds me of Guile. I believe that is canon. I believe that one is technically canon. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We have our outs. Hey, good thing we saved right at the entrance, right? Haha.
Mm-hmm.
While we're making our way back, may I chime in with a reminder for folks?
Absolutely.
We did get a $10 donation in from Peaches. No comment on that one, but just as a reminder, when you're making your donation, do make sure to scroll to the bottom and select Add Incentive and donate towards one of those incentives. It doesn't cost anything extra. If you're donating, you're already putting that money in anyway. You might as well put it towards an incentive. We've got 2 of them open right now. We can pet that cat some more in this game, or going forward, looking a little bit ahead. In Dicey Dungeons, we're looking to select which character Cell is going to have leading the party. So who is it going to be? Is it going to be the thief, the warrior, or the witch? You can tell us by making your donation, !donate in chat to get info on how to do that. Just make sure you scroll all the way down to the bottom and click that add incentive button to donate towards one of those incentives. And remember, it's all going to a great cause. It all goes to Little Warriors. So important. And we appreciate all of your donations.
Agreed. Can you tell us more about that while we refight the Rust Tyranno, please?
I'll tell you more about Little Warriors?
Tell me whatever you'd like to say. We got time to run back.
Oh, I have so much to say. So, this may seem a little somber, but I think it's important to remember what it is that we are working towards. Child sexual abuse is a serious issue that affects the lives of far too many children across Canada. It's estimated that a staggering 1 in 3 girls and 1 in 6 boys will experience some form of sexual abuse. Even more disturbing is the fact that these numbers don't reflect the 95% of people whose sexual abuse is thought to go unreported. In Canada, child sexual abuse is found within most cultures and communities. It affects children of all ages, regardless of ethnicity, socioeconomic status, education, or gender. Sadly, no child is completely immune to the risk of sexual abuse. And while it can be uncomfortable, speaking openly with children about sexual development and sexual abuse is key to preventing abuse. Not only does it help to foster a supportive and healthy adult-child relationship, but it also creates a safe space where children can bring up problems or concerns and talk about sexual abuse should it occur. The most important thing that you can do is get educated. To learn more about child sexual abuse and how to prevent it, take the free Little Warriors Prevent It workshop. You can learn more at https://littlewarriors.ca/prevent-it or type !prevent in chat. And I couldn't agree more. Remember, your donations are helping to support programs like Prevent It, education programs like Prevent It, as well as the other programs that Little Warriors runs, including the Be Brave Ranch. So your donations are going towards an incredibly important cause. And also, that class is free to take. You don't have to donate to take that class. Just take that class right now. Click that link that just appeared in chat. It's super, super important to educate yourself and be prepared.
Agreed. Do you know if it's available for people outside of Canada?
I believe it is. I believe the course itself is available. Let me go ahead and double check on that though before I say anything for certain.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just sitting here thinking about it. I was like, okay. It is. Okay. I just wanted to add a double check.
Speaking of preventing, what have we done to prevent ourselves from having the same results as before?
Great question. We have done a little bit of extra changing of the gear, and I'm gonna real fast run to a couple markets, see if we can find some healing items, and things like that. See if we can get some better stat items. Shelters, ethers are not bad. Let's check some of our other shops though, because that could go ahead.
Are the shop inventories randomized as well?
Yes.
Oh.
I typically don't do a ton of shopping. Mostly just because most of the time it's just one of those like, all right, cool, 1 or 2 shops maybe, but we're just gonna go for it. I think I think I want to put this white mail on Isla, because Isla is, with the white mail, will eventually give us absorption rates for light magic, and Slash, what Slash does is considered lightning magic. They're kind of loosey-goosey with lightning, wind sort of mentality. So we saved up. We're ready to go face down Slash again. I think what might be not a terrible idea is potentially right after this cutscene, maybe run it back, save it real fast, so we don't have to sit through this cutscene again. As much as we love Aussies in a pickle, just in case anything goes sideways, we can not have to sit through this again. And if we die again, we are gonna go for my other exit, my other finish, because I've got it in mind.
Aussie's in a pickle.
Yep. Aussie's in a man. Last round I was, wasn't I?
They said they was named after condiments, and condiments and pickles are kind of friends, so I think that works.
Ooh, I hadn't thought about that.
I'm thinking like hamburger with like some pickles and then some ketchup and mayo or something.
I just looked it up. Aussie's name in Japanese is vinegar, so vinegar. So vinegar's in a pickle is extra punny because
I love it. I love it so hard.
No.
So very much.
That's perfect.
Mm.
Can you look up what was Flea and Slash's name then? Please and thank you. Because that's...
So Flea is mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, so mayonnaise. And then, let's see here. Slash is soy sauce. So soy sauce, but instead of, which is interesting because there's also shoyu, which is how you say soy sauce normally, but soy sauce specifically is how it's done in Japanese. So we have soy sauce, mayonnaise, and vinegar.
That's perfect. I have no notes. I love that. We are actually on a really good problem set where you might be able to finish them off this turn.
I also have a theory about why Slash is doing lightning magic.
Okay.
Chrono uses lightning magic too, and he's like heavily swords based. Slash has a sword, therefore swords are lightning.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yes, I see this.
I'll take it. All right, we completed that. Let's go back out. Let's heal up real fast. And then we can go to the back and hopefully clear that out. Could I have went to the inn? Yes. Should I have went to the inn? Probably. All right, let's do it. All the way to the back. And then we can go see the other Aussies in a pickle.
Hmm.
I like this room the best.
Oh.
Because I remember finding this secret room as a kid, and my mind was blown.
It was so much fun before the internet and all those guides and whatnot. It's like, we had to figure these things out on our own.
So, I'll agree, but I'm going to actually make an addendum. It was fun when it was the old school game FAQs. And like,
oh,
you had the
yes.
ASCII art at the top.
Oh, yep, 100%.
And it was like, oh, you want to print this out? Cool. You're going to be on the printer all day long.
And then you're gonna have to tear the perforations off of the sides of the pages.
Right? Mm-hmm. I remember printing out several guides like that, and it's like, oh, this is awful. But it was so much fun like going and finding out a game FAQ and you print it out, and then like you get to the bottom of it and you're like, oh, this is not even complete. Whoever it was didn't finish writing this guide. I spent all afternoon printing it.
And then like you'll see that their last update was done like a year ago, and they say I'll update it after finals next week, and then they never did.
Have you ever wondered where they were, where they are now? Where you're like, you said you'd finish this. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're.
Yeah, I hope
you're happy.
I hope they're thriving.
Yeah. It's like those, you look back at old, threads, and you're like, oh man. I hope they're doing okay these days. And you've never met them.
All of those ethereal internet friends that you have never met in real life that, you still think of every day, that live rent-free in your brain.
The one that always gets me is the streamers that you watch one stream, you're like, oh, that's so cool. And like, they're really cool, great personality. And then they say, oh, I'll see you tomorrow, and they're never on again. You're like, oh, I have the sad now.
Oh, well, I hope that they're all doing well, that they're not streaming because of good reasons.
Exactly. Yeah, so we're gonna bail on this one. We've seen Aussies in a pickle. We're getting wiped.
Okay.
I think let's make our way towards getting our characters. How's that sound? So let's maybe get next run ready. Not to tell a producer host how to do their job, but let's maybe get them situated, ready. We're gonna go get our character. And that'll recruit 5 characters. And if that character is also Frog, we've also finished that one. So we'll get another twofer. Because we are looking good. We're feeling fine. We're going to run from all these fights.
Is that another cat pun?
We don't want to...
Is that another cat pun?
Yeah, I didn't intend for it to,
fine.
but I'm gonna claim that one, even though I did not mean for it to be. Speaking of, anything else you want to read as we are rapidly approaching endgame?
Absolutely. So I just want to throw out there that you can enjoy Prevent-A-Thon in additional languages. We're joined by Japanese Restream, which is a channel dedicated to restreaming RTA events such as GDQ and RPGLB in Japanese. You can view their coverage of this event by going to twitch.tv/Japanese_restream or by typing !Restream in the chat. I love when we can make these events more accessible to folks who speak other languages. I believe the Restream will be starting tomorrow for Japanese Restream, so that's really exciting, and I'm really glad that we're partnering with them. Arigatou gozaimashita.
I kind of want to go find my run and watch it in Japanese.
I wonder if they're going to joke about us talking about their Japanese names.
Oh, I hope they do. Honestly, I hope they do. That would make me feel.
It would come full circle.
Yeah,
that would be beautiful.
They have someone go look it up on that. Go look it up in there in this language. It would be great. I'm here for it.
Same.
I think I heard my cat in the background somewhere. There she is. My cat has officially decided to make an appearance.
My co-host cat was in my lap at the beginning of the run. His name is Willow. He's a very good boy.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's Frog at the dactyl nest. Everybody, as soon as it says you win, that's time. It's A-Rog. Objective complete, recruit Frog. Objective complete, recruit 3 characters, total of 5. You win. That's time.
GG.
So thank you so much to my amazing co-commentator and the host who is on decks. Thank you so much. Tell me, where can people find more of you and what you do?
Well, I'm the person who you said never streams again. So.
Oh no.
Eventually, I do plan on streaming again, though, preferably on Saturdays at Doodleplex.
There you go. And what do you stream?
Right now, it's Echoes of Wisdom. Probably gonna go back to Tears of the Kingdom, and I've never played a Mario game, so I'll probably play one of those soon.
There you go. Shoutouts to the Jets of Time, the speedrun community for this particular randomizer. They are excellent. There's a lot of documentation. They've got a whole wiki set up on how to get these flag sets. If you like the flag set that I done, you can definitely see more of it over on my Twitch, twitch.tv/DerekGNC. Play a lot of this, a lot of other randomizers, and a lot of other speedruns. There's their Purple Cat Alpha Door. And I do a lot of speedruns of randomizers. So go check that out. Also, be sure to go check out the donations. Be sure to follow the Prevent-A-Thon channel as well. Donate, look at the schedule, see what's going on, see if there's something you're going to be excited for. Tell your friends. Be kind to yourself, stand up, stretch, hydrate. Also, big shout out to my lovely wife, who took the kiddos out, enabling me to be able to do this run and other such runs like this for such great causes. And last but not least, all the staff here at Prevent-A-Thon, thank you so much for having me, letting me do this run. Randomizers are definitely somewhat of a risk, and I appreciate your faith in me for letting me do this run. And yeah, I think that's it for me. So thank you, everybody, and stay tuned.
Thank you so much, Derek GNC and Doodleplex, for commentating.